Planet Earth's terrifying future. What humanity will face by 2100. The year is 2100. The oceans have swallowed entire coastlines. Cities once filled with millions now sit partially underwater. Wildfires burn for months without stopping. The air in some places is too hot to breathe safely. Massive storms appear with terrifying speed. Food shortages spark global panic. And artificial intelligence quietly controls systems humanity no longer fully understands. This sounds like a Hollywood disaster movie. But according to scientists, many of these events are already beginning. The terrifying part? This future may arrive faster than anyone expected. For thousands of years, human civilization believed Earth was stable, predictable, permanent. But in just a few generations, humanity has changed the planet more rapidly than at any point in recorded history. We changed the atmosphere. We changed the oceans. We changed forests, rivers, and ecosystems. And now Earth is responding. Tonight, we explore the terrifying future humanity may face by the year 2100. The deadly heat. The rising oceans. The collapse of ecosystems. The water wars. The megastorms. The climate refugees. And the frightening possibility that civilization itself could begin to crack under the pressure. Because the future is no longer far away. It has already begun. Channel intro. Welcome to DiscoveryVault. For decades, scientists warned humanity about global warming. Many people imagined it as a distant problem. Something future generations might worry about. But today, the warning signs are impossible to ignore. Every year seems hotter than the last. Heat records are being shattered across the world. Entire countries now experience temperatures once considered nearly impossible. By 2100, global temperatures could rise by as much as 3 to 4 degrees Celsius if emissions continue at current levels. That may not sound terrifying at first. But Earth's climate system is extremely delicate. Just a few degrees separated our modern world from the last ice age. Now humanity is pushing temperatures rapidly in the opposite direction. In some regions, temperatures could regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius. Roads may melt. Power grids may collapse under massive energy demand. Outdoor work could become deadly. Scientists warn that some cities may experience wet bulb temperatures, conditions where humidity and heat become so extreme that the human body can no longer cool itself. Even healthy people resting in the shade could die within hours. The frightening reality is this: extreme heat may eventually determine where humans can survive. Entire regions of Earth could become dangerously difficult to live in. Now imagine looking at your favorite coastal city and realizing it may not exist by the end of the century. Sea levels are rising because Earth's ice is melting. Glaciers are collapsing. Polar ice sheets are shrinking. And warmer water expands, pushing oceans higher. Scientists estimate sea levels could rise by over 1 meter by 2100. That would threaten some of the largest cities on Earth. New York, Miami, Shanghai, Jakarta, Mumbai, Bangkok, Lagos. Millions could lose their homes. But rising seas are not just about flooding. Saltwater contaminates drinking water. Farmland becomes unusable. Storm surges become more destructive. Infrastructure collapses. Entire communities are already being forced to relocate. Some experts believe future generations may explore underwater ruins of modern cities the same way we explore ancient lost civilizations today. A modern Atlantis. Created not by myth, but by climate change. As oceans warm, storms become more powerful. Hurricanes feed on warm ocean water. The hotter the water becomes, the more energy storms can absorb. Scientists are already seeing hurricanes intensify much faster than before. Some storms now transform from weak systems into catastrophic disasters within hours. By 2100, megastorms may become terrifyingly common. Massive hurricanes, super typhoons, violent floods, gigantic tornado outbreaks. Entire cities may lose electricity for weeks. Hospitals could fail. Supply chains could collapse. Emergency systems may become overwhelmed. And the damage could cost trillions. But the danger goes beyond destruction. Climate instability makes weather unpredictable. One region suffers endless drought. Another drowns under non-stop rain. Agriculture becomes unreliable. Infrastructure struggles to adapt. The weather humanity depended on for centuries may no longer behave normally. And that changes everything. Water is life. Without it, civilization collapses. But by 2100, clean water may become one of humanity's most valuable resources. Climate change is disrupting rainfall across the planet. Glaciers that supply fresh water to billions are melting away. Rivers are drying. Reservoirs are shrinking. Underground water reserves are being drained faster than nature can replace them. Some experts warn future wars may not be fought over oil, but over water. Imagine turning on a faucet and nothing comes out. In some places, this is already happening. As populations grow and temperatures rise, water demand increases. But supply decreases. By the end of the century, billions may face severe water stress. And when water disappears, societies become unstable. Migration increases. Economic systems weaken. Conflict grows. Because modern civilization depends entirely on reliable freshwater. Without it, everything begins to break. Now imagine walking into a grocery store and seeing empty shelves everywhere. The global food system is far more fragile than most people realize. Crops depend on stable temperatures, healthy soil, and predictable rainfall. Climate change threatens all of them. Extreme heat destroys harvests. Floods wipe out farmland. Droughts kill crops. New pests spread into regions they never existed before. Scientists warn that major crops like wheat, rice, and corn may become increasingly difficult to grow in some regions. Food prices could skyrocket. For wealthy nations, this may cause economic pressure. For poorer regions, it could mean famine. And the oceans face danger too. Warming waters and pollution threaten fisheries across the globe. Coral reefs are dying rapidly. Marine ecosystems are changing. Billions of people depend on seafood for survival. What happens if the oceans can no longer provide it? History shows one terrifying truth: hungry societies often become unstable societies. Earth has experienced 5 major mass extinctions. Scientists believe humanity may now be causing the 6th. Species are disappearing at alarming rates. Forests are vanishing. Coral reefs are bleaching. Animal populations are collapsing. Many people underestimate how dangerous this is. Human civilization depends on biodiversity. Bees pollinate crops. Forests absorb carbon. Oceans regulate climate. Animals maintain ecological balance. Remove enough species, and ecosystems begin to fail. By 2100, countless species may disappear forever. Future generations may know elephants, polar bears, and coral reefs only through documentaries and digital archives. But extinction doesn't stop with animals. When ecosystems collapse, human systems collapse too. Because humanity is not separate from nature. We are part of it. One of the biggest changes by 2100 may involve human movement. As regions become flooded, overheated, or unable to support life, millions, perhaps billions, may be forced to leave their homes. Climate migration could become the largest migration event in human history. Entire populations may move inland. Border tensions may rise. Governments may struggle to handle massive refugee crises. Megacities could become overcrowded beyond capacity. Housing shortages. Food shortages. Infrastructure collapse. Some experts fear climate migration could reshape global politics forever. Future conflicts may not only involve territory. They may involve survival itself. And as pressure grows, governments may become more extreme in their efforts to maintain order. As climate disasters intensify, governments may rely increasingly on artificial intelligence and surveillance technology. Future cities may use AI systems to manage traffic, resources, food distribution, and emergency responses. At first, these systems may appear helpful, efficient, organized, necessary. But powerful systems can also become dangerous. Imagine AI-controlled cities where every movement is tracked. Where access to transportation, healthcare, electricity, and even food depends on digital systems. Now imagine those systems failing. Or being hacked. Cyber attacks could cripple entire nations. Critical infrastructure may become vulnerable to technological collapse. Humanity could become dangerously dependent on systems it no longer fully understands. The terrifying future may not only be environmental. It may also be technological. Climate change may also increase the risk of new diseases. As temperatures rise, mosquitoes and pathogens spread into new regions. Deforestation pushes humans into closer contact with wildlife. Ancient microbes trapped in melting permafrost may even re-emerge. Scientists warn future pandemics may happen more frequently. Imagine overcrowded cities already struggling with climate disasters. Then imagine a deadly outbreak spreading through them. Limited health care. Mass migration. Food shortages. Political instability. These conditions create perfect environments for disease spread. The COVID-19 pandemic revealed how fragile global systems can be. Future pandemics could be even more dangerous. And in a hyper-connected world, diseases can spread across continents within days. The greatest threat may not be one single disaster. It may be all of them happening together. Heat waves. Floods. Food shortages. Economic instability. Migration. Pandemics. Infrastructure failures. Civilization depends on stability. But what happens when every system experiences pressure at the same time? Some scientists warn about cascading failures. Power grids fail during heat waves. Water systems collapse during droughts. Food shortages trigger unrest. Economic systems weaken. And interconnected systems can fail surprisingly fast. History is filled with civilizations that believed they were permanent. None were. The terrifying possibility is that modern civilization may be more fragile than it appears. But humanity is not helpless. The future is not fully written. Scientists, engineers, and innovators around the world are working on solutions. Renewable energy. Carbon capture. Advanced agriculture. Desalination technology. Fusion energy. Artificial intelligence climate modeling. Future cities may become highly efficient smart cities powered by clean energy. Vertical farms may grow food indoors. Massive seawalls may protect vulnerable coastlines. New technologies could remove carbon directly from the atmosphere. Human innovation may help civilization survive. But time matters. The next few decades may determine the future of the next century. Every decision humanity makes today shapes the world of tomorrow. There is one final truth humanity must face. Earth itself will survive. This planet has endured asteroid impacts, supervolcanoes, ice ages, and mass extinctions. Life eventually recovers. The real question is not whether Earth survives, The question is whether human civilization survives in its current form. Will future generations inherit thriving societies? Or a hotter, more chaotic, and more dangerous world? A world where coastlines disappear. Where ecosystems collapse. Where resources become scarce. Where billions struggle to adapt. The terrifying future may not arrive all at once. It may happen slowly. Year after year. Disaster after disaster. Until one day humanity realizes the world it once knew is gone. But there is still hope. Because the future is not fixed. Every invention. Every environmental decision. Every action humanity takes right now matters. The year 2100 could become humanity's collapse. Or humanity's greatest transformation. And that choice may already be unfolding today. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Discovery Vault for more science, nature, and future documentaries. And tell us in the comments, what do you think Earth will really look like in 2100? Because the future has already begun.